Now at 6, this is Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Good evening and thanks for joining us for the Fox 61 News at 6. I'm Brent Harden.
And I'm Bridget Bureau. Glad you're with us tonight. Happening tonight, we are under an hour away from a town meeting in Bristol to decide what to do about so-called nuisance geese at several parks.
Now, town leaders are discussing a variety of options, from scrambling up the eggs of unborn goslings to killing adult geese with nitrous oxide gas. Fox 61's Matt Karen is covering the controversy from all sides tonight. Matt.
Well, it is no exaggeration to say these geese may be grazing their final days before getting gassed after complaints about their droppings, which contain toxic chemicals, have reached top town and state officials. It's a beautiful day at the park. The birds are chirping, blossoms are blooming, and the geese, well, they're pooping everywhere.
You can't walk anywhere without getting goose droppings on your feet.
Bristol's Veterans Memorial Boulevard Park is a place to honor our nation's heroes. But for years, a flock of resident geese has desecrated and defecated all over the grounds.
We understand it's a really sensitive issue, and we don't want to come across as like these evil people that just want to eradicate the geese.
But indeed, that is the proposal.
Euthanization is definitely on the table this evening.
Hundreds of people are expected to flock to Bristol's Town Council meeting Wednesday, where a population mitigation plan could result in dozens of geese getting gassed.
They plan to wait until the geese are molting because they can't fly then, and they're more easily captured. And they would capture them and put them in a chamber where they would suffocate to death.
Bristol's mayor says it wasn't the town's first option, but it might be their last. They've spent $15,000 on non-lethal measures, statues of predatory birds, and signage discouraging feeding.
They would use the meat for those goose as food source. We're now looking at an invasive species.
Park goers we talked to saw the issue from both sides of the pond.
I'd hate to see these geese be euthanized. On the other side, I've been here where there's been lots of droppings and you have to avoid it.
Animal experts told Fox 61 solutions should focus on habitat alteration and cleaning.
Killing only creates cycles of killing. If the real estate is good for geese, other geese are simply going to move in.
The State Department of Energy and Environmental Protection weighed in, pointing to this 2003 law that says the commissioner may destroy or dispose of any undesirable or diseased wildlife in the interest of wildlife management.
I'm expecting probably a fairly contentious meeting tonight.
And that meeting kicks off at 6:30 tonight in the City Council chambers. It's worth noting that the plan needs to be signed off on not only by DEEP, but the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, because Canada geese are federally protected. We'll tell you the result coming up on the news tonight at 10 and 11. Reporting in Bristol, Matt Karen, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
All right, Matt, thank you. Short Beach in Stratford is back open now after town leaders shut it down this week after crowds took it over. Fox 61's Julia LeBlanc is in Stratford with the details. Julia.
This is one of the places that we come all the time, enjoy the beach.
Nalina Sharma walks by the water here at Short Beach in Stratford any chance she gets.
So it's one of the places that is very, very safe. It's nice to see a lot of children, families, the gathering, and there is hardly any incidents that we've heard occurred on this beach.
Except for Monday night, when Sharma says she saw hundreds of teenagers taking over the beach.
They were very rowdy, you know, as you go down the street there, and you wonder what they were doing, playing and fighting with each other.
Moments later, police showed up, seeing the crowd drinking and acting out.
And they wouldn't leave the beach, and they were assaulting each other and accosting each other verbally. And the police called in mutual aid, and they decided to shut the beach down.
A short time later, Mayor Laura Hoydick says the group shut down Main Street and ended up in the Wendy's parking lot, getting kicked out of there, too.
And we want people to enjoy the natural resources, but we just want everybody to be safe while they're doing it.
And when Hoydick says police noticed another post on Tuesday on social media with another gathering planned at the beach, they shut it down by 4 p.m.
Several residents thanked us for closing down the beach.
A similar thing, Hoydick says, happened last year during spring break. And as the weather warms up, they'll be checking beach stickers and cracking down on this type of behavior.
If you want to gather, you're always welcome to gather, but don't do it in a proper manner. Don't assault anyone. Don't be verbally abusive. And just enjoy the beach and let people enjoy it too.
All as locals hope their beach remains peaceful.
Kids are going to be out of school. And where do they go for recreation? They'll go to the parks.
Now, the mayor says she's not aware of any arrests made here at Short Beach Monday night, but you may remember a similar situation happened at the same time, the same night over in West Haven, only to a much larger and more violent scale. In that scenario, 12 people were arrested. Now, at this time, police are not connecting the two incidents. We are in Stratford. Julia LeBlanc, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
All right, Julia, thank you. Turning back to the weather now, and yeah, a little bit gray, a little bit cooler today.
Especially after such a beautiful start to the week. Chief Meteorologist Rachel Frank joining us now. What's the rest of the week looking like, Rachel?
Oh, yeah, we're definitely taking a turn here. It is looking chilly and gray as we head through the next 36 hours, and wet too, with some showers that have just moved in to western Connecticut. Let's get a closer look at those now. Waterbury, it's raining. Litchfield and Cornwall. If you're in Bristol, raindrops will be on your doorstep within the next 5 minutes or so, and it will be about 20 minutes or so before it moves into Canton. It's raining now from Hamden down through New Haven. If you're in Durham, give it about a half an hour or so before it's raining for you. So this rain continues to push in. Back behind it, you'll see a break in the action, but I think this actually fills in with more showers redeveloping, and you'll see another band. This actually severe weather back farther to the west, but I don't think that'll hold together. For us, it'll just be in the form of showers. Overnight lows will be in the 40s. We'll see those showers continue off and on through the day tomorrow. It's just cloudy, cool, and damp. And look at the temperatures. They don't move very much. Maybe we gain 3 degrees from the morning through the afternoon. Friday's looking a little bit better, and the weekend is looking a lot better. We like that. Full forecast coming up.
All right, Rachel, thank you. A heavy police presence at the Brass Mill Mall in Waterbury this afternoon. Police say it was all because of a swatting call. The mall on Union Street was placed on a brief lockdown as police responded. They determined there was no threat or danger to the public. Anyone with any information should call the Waterbury Police Department.
A Manchester middle school teacher is accused of touching students inappropriately and making inappropriate comments while in class. 58-year-old Floyd Gray, a teacher at Illing Middle School, turned himself in to police yesterday. 3 7th grade students reported the incidents to police back in February. According to the arrest warrant, Gray admitted to putting his hands on the students' shoulders and calling them attractive. He was placed on administrative leave as the investigation was ongoing. Police are urging anyone with additional information to give them a call.
Turning now to Cromwell, where a karate instructor is facing charges for allegedly having an inappropriate relationship with a juvenile student. Orkez Markiv, an instructor at Impact Martial Arts, was arrested and charged with 2 counts of sexual assault. He's being held on a $150,000 bond this evening.
Well, Boeing is back in the spotlight tonight as 2 different U.S. Senate hearings examined what lawmakers are calling the company's broken safety culture.
Fox 61's political reporter Emma Wolfhorst joining us now in studio after following one of those hearings led by Connecticut Senator Richard Blumenthal. What are you learning tonight, Emma?
Well, Bridget, Brent, today was really all about setting the stage and discussing recent allegations and safety concerns. Blumenthal and other senators on the committee today saying multiple times this was just the first of an ongoing series of hearings.
I raised concerns internally. I was sidelined. I was told to shut up. I received physical threats.
Wednesday, current quality engineer, now whistleblower, Sam Salapore testified on Capitol Hill about safety concerns at Boeing.
I literally saw people jumping on the pieces of the airplane to get them to align. Effectively, they are putting out defective airplanes.
He was joined by 3 other witnesses, all aviation and engineering experts, all bringing serious concerns about a lack of safety, quality control, and a culture of cover-up at Boeing.
Unless action is taken and leaders are held accountable, every person stepping aboard a Boeing airplane is at risk.
While these witnesses say safety concerns have existed since 2 Boeing MAX jets crashed in 2018 and 2019, killing 346 people, the issues took off in January of this year when a door plug panel blew off a 737 MAX 9 plane during an Alaska Airlines flight.
We put Band-Aid over Band-Aid to resolve the problems, and Band-Aid over Band-Aid doesn't cover it.
Connecticut Senator Richard Blumenthal, chair of the Permanent Subcommittee on Investigations, says Boeing is at a moment of reckoning, asking the company's outgoing CEO to testify.
We intend to uncover what has enabled the culture of safety disregard to exist.
Boeing says Salapore's claims are inaccurate. A spokesperson adding the company is cooperating with the lawmakers' inquiry and has offered to provide documents and briefings.
What I don't want this committee to do is scare the you-know-what out of the American public. In the end, I want the public to be confident in getting on an airplane.
We want and need Boeing to succeed.
Again, lawmakers say this is just the beginning of multiple hearings. They want to hear from Boeing leadership as well as the FAA, airlines, and pilots. Brent, Bridget.